Age of Aquarius, Age of Aquarius. This January 21st, 2023, peaking at 2:54 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have a new moon at 1 degree Aquarius. And so we're moving into this crazy edge where Saturn is in Aquarius. And Saturn is like, oh my God, I gotta change. I gotta like shake it up, man. I gotta innovate. And Saturn is structure. And of course, Aquarius in, ancient astrology is ruled by Saturn. So there is something about these structures and constructs of society that is in Aquarius. But Aquarius, rather than Capricorn, takes all that Saturn energy and builds like a new paradigm. So we're starting at 1 degree Aquarius. A new moon is about beginnings, what you're gonna grow, what you're gonna do, what you're gonna build. What groups and what humanitarian efforts and what new innovations and what eccentricities are you going to follow and begin. And really, Aquarius is about socialization with different groups and where you fit in on a sociological level. And so we're talking about, this innovation, this growth in these areas. So what are you going to do? What do you want to grow in those areas in regards to that? At 1 degree Aquarius, this is a great paradigm for a collective shift and a collective new beginning. Aquarius also brings the unexpected, so prepare for that a little bit. Like I said before, for the full moon in Cancer on the 6th, we had, I believe it was the 6th, right? Yeah, it was the 6th. I believe I mentioned a little bit about how Uranus is moving through Taurus and kind of shaking things up with resources. And Uranus in modern times, modern astrology, rules Aquarius energy. And Uranus, remember, is a crazy planet and it brings the unexpected. So a new moon in Aquarius, any Aquarius energy could be kind of, whoa, weird. Okay, so let's dive into some of the details about this specific one. So we're talking about a 6-month growth period. So for the next 6 months, what do you want to grow? Focus on that for this new moon. So we'll start there. There is a very dominant energy of stuff happening in the collective. So I wouldn't be surprised about a lot of big headlines going on during this time. So I realize I'm being like a little goofy for this one, which fits the Aquarius energy. But as I'm looking at the chart, I see so much going on here. There's a lot going on in the public spotlight, and I see it has something to do with water and different ideas. There's like, with this new moon starting in Aquarius, we have Pluto right at the end of Capricorn, right there, conjunct this new moon. And Pluto at the end of Capricorn, I see different powers that be potentially having some sort of dispute. And there's something to do with water. So I don't know. I don't want to prophesize, so I'm not going to do all that. But I just want you to know that for this specific new moon, and it is setting a precedent for what's coming for the next 6 months, I do see a lot going on in the public spotlight. There's a lot of big headlines. And anyway, for the individual level, it is a lot about reconciling. Again, we're coming back to the same theme where we're reconciling and we're trying to hold together two different beliefs. One is obsolete and one is new idea, and you're shifting into this new cycle of life that you have to get used to, and it's not necessarily something that you are ready for. So you have to release a lot of ideas and beliefs to be moving into this new cycle of growth. So I want you to be really innovative. But be very careful about what you're stepping into, because there are some hidden agendas going on. And I would even say that to an extent there's some sort of, maybe someone in a guise that is, not making you look good. And so you have to be careful with who you're interacting with over these next 6 months. And I would probably make an effort to focus more on exploring new groups and new ideas, rather than sticking with the old groups and social groups that you're a major part of or have been. It's time to maybe branch out a little bit and explore new opportunities when it comes to who you're socializing with, because it seems to me, based on this information, that there's a lot of what's holding you back is holding you back from these groups or people or relationships that you've been around for so long. And it's time to let go. Maybe not let go, but it's time to definitely explore other groups to be around who have different ways of thinking, because you're kind of trapping yourself in a stagnancy, and you really want to take advantage of these next 6 months, because this is the first new moon of the year. And if you really want to take advantage of this entire year, it's great to start with a new moon in Aquarius. The Aquarius energy is definitely expanding a lot for the collective, and I would say that there's going to be some spiritual awakenings going on through this specific new moon in Aquarius. It's going to be hitting a lot of people in bigger ways than they've ever experienced before. So watch out for that. Hopefully it's you. That would end up being fun. I say fun, but really a spiritual awakening rips your world apart. Because of how dramatically it forces you to realize that there's so much more than what you've always known. And it basically shreds your entire belief system and makes you think you're going insane. So it's not necessarily fun, but when you get to the, more balanced part of it, it's great. But yeah, this Aquarius new moon, I think the best advice I could give you is to start reaching out to new people to socialize with and interact with different ways of thinking. Not necessarily letting complete go of other social groups that you were part of, but maybe those groups will shed naturally. I wouldn't say that this is like a defining, like, let go and you have to clear these people out. That's not what this new moon is about. It's about growth. So I want you to focus on growing connections with people with new ways of thinking. And I want you to try and, I'm not telling you to go hang out with people who are going to influence you to do bad things and make poor choices. This is hopefully an evolutionary stage for you, where you're evolving into a better person, into the person that you're meant to be, I should say. Not necessarily a better person, but who you're meant to be. And it's going to be important who you surround yourself with. That is key in this new moon. So enjoy and good luck. Thanks, guys.